do I get it?
Michael. اسمي أحمد.
Okay, Michael. What's your last name?
A-Y-E.
A-Y-E.
L-E.
Ayala. Michael Ayala?
Yes. No, go ahead. No.
Ayala.
I don't know why you can't find me. Michael Ayala. That's my full name. Look under Michael Ayala. I have no sexual videos or whatnot.
This is Michael Ayala.
Yes. That's not me though. Mine has. Can I look me up?
Yeah.
This is me.
This one.
Discussing intentions. This is it. This is the 6th time I was arrested.
Do you want me to carry this?
No. Who was filming this?
I was doing it because I'm always with police officers now.
Do they know you were filming that?
Yes. I'm recording this too.
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to... He wants you to know that he's recording.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Michael. How you doing?
Here today at the job, located at 11460 Hampton Avenue.
Okay.
May I ask who you are?
I'm Lynette, and this is Beth. We're for the Crisis Center.
Crisis Center.
Yeah, so we just wanted to come out to see how you were doing.
Well, I have a slight headache, but I do not have any other issues.
Have you been eating?
No,
When's the last time you ate?
I'm not sure. 2 days ago,
Huh?
maybe over 2 weeks ago.
Okay, why did you stop eating? Is there any reason you
Yes,
stopped eating?
I'm on a hunger strike.
You're on a hunger strike?
Yes.
For any particular reason, political or?
Well, yes, I have opposed arbitrary detentions, and
You did what?
I have opposed arbitrary detentions, and everything has been documented.
You have a what?
I have opposed arbitrary detentions, and I have also opposed practices of racial discrimination which are ongoing.
Okay.
And there is no need for you to walk away or anything. I am not violent in any way. However, I am insisting that we have an honest dialogue about practices which are now happening to minorities and which has been documented. And so I think we should be talking more about who should be setting standards. When Human Rights Watch is doing reports, everybody's liking it. However, when somebody's saying I should not have been detained for basically requesting paperwork and whatnot.
Have you been detained?
Well, yes.
Who detained you?
Well, I was previously detained inside the Metropolitan Police District.
Which one was that?
It was, I believe, I'd have to look over I know how to get there, but I cannot recall the...
Is it in Montgomery County?
No, it's in D.C.
Okay, can you tell me where you live?
I don't have a fixed address.
No, you don't.
I'm actually talking about the Fourth Amendment more, and I think that's another talk which has gone missing. I've been hit with copyright infringement claim even though I cite my sources, and I think that's the real issue here.
Okay. Michael, can you tell me, do you have any feelings of harming yourself or harming anyone else?
First of all, I don't drink, and like I see no reason why I would like hurt myself in any way. I think more people have got to come out and say my property should not have been stolen, nor should I have
car
been
was stolen.
arrested.
Oh, really?
I
Yes.
think that's the real issue, like which has gone ignored. Like I was
She
arrested
thinks
on
I'm
5
stupid.
separate occasions for no good reason, and this has all been documented. And like no one is making stuff up here. So when I'm saying I should not have been arrested, I'm saying that because I have the documents and they are full of inconsistencies, and like one can like simply review those documents. Right now I have them with me and like determine that they are inconsistent with
have them with me
what
too.
is
You have the
so
what?
like
I have the
what
arrest
more
documents.
people should
Oh,
be
yeah.
saying is that this kind of person should not have been arrested, and his property should be returned to him, and that's what should be happening. And so like
Okay,
first
when
of
were
all,
you arrested?
well, I was arrested like not too long ago, 7/29 I believe was the last time.
7/29?
Yeah, around there.
Okay. Can you tell me if you heard anything, any voices telling you to do anything? Or...
Why are you automatically assuming that I'm insane? I'm telling you that I have
No, I'm
documentation
not.
to say.
I'm not
I'm
assuming.
Well,
I'm just asking you.
well, I have a college education and I have
Okay.
documentation saying that I have been arbitrarily detained. And on top of that, there is video documentations to corroborate that. So like, I have a hard time understanding why you are automatically assuming that I'm hearing voices or anything like that.
We're not assuming.
Unless
we're
of
just
course,
asking questions.
you're doing a background on someone I know who I have. I think we need to talk more about immigration, really, and how there are several people inside the immigration detention centers, even though proper paperwork has been applied on behalf of those people who are in immigration detention centers. And so, like, I think that's the real
Michael,
issue, like,
we're not
which.
from immigration. We're from the
Well,
crisis center.
well,
we
it's-
come out to try
well,
to
it's-
make sure that people are okay and they need any help. Someone just called and said you had been at McDonald's for a very long time.
And that you're not eating?
And that you-
When's the last time you said you ate?
I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
He
one.
said he's on a hunger strike.
I hear that, and you have the right to do that. You have no fixed address, but do you have family in town?
Well, I'm saying that there are issues with the Fourth Amendment, and like I think we should be talking more about the Fourth Amendment, more like.
I'm asking if you have family in the area.
No, again, I would like to insist that we should talk more about the Fourth Amendment and how it has become a privilege for immigrants who are
I'm
somewhat
asking you a
acquainted
simple
with like.
question.
And I'm giving you like
Do you-
a straightforward answer.
No. Do you have family nearby?
Well, I'm telling you that.
Yes or no?
And I'm telling you that my Fourth Amendment right in this country has been violated, and for that reason, like I'm staying in a public space. I think we should be talking honestly about practices of like internet traffic monitoring and practices of monitoring like cell phone conversations. I think that's the real issue, like which I have hit nail on the spot on. I think like we should talk more about that
Do you have
instead.
siblings?
Well, nobody. This is what is quite absurd to me. Like you're asking me about siblings, but
Yeah.
yet you're not even willing to admit that, or willing to look at the evidence I'm presenting, which is that.
Well, you're talking about the Fourth Amendment. I'm just
Right.
trying to ascertain if you have family in the area that live
Well,
in the area.
I was previously in touch with like a police officer who came here following the my ID which had gone missing, and like consequently like my ID was retrieved, and that's where I'm at right now.
You're telling me that you have documentation in your book bag?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to show that to us?
Well, I would hope you like if you have a Facebook page that you would like issue a statement afterwards saying that I should not, and the documents would prove this. Like I can show you the documents.
Okay. Let this officer assist you with that. Do you have a wallet?
No.
Is everything in your bag?
Yes.
Alright, you can put it on my trunk, that's okay. Is it a Maryland document or
Well,
a passport?
I do not have a passport. No.
Do you have ID?
I'm not operating a vehicle, so like I'm having a hard time understanding why you are requesting ID.
Why should the police request ID if you are not operating a vehicle? You know, isn't that practice of police abuses. Like they should not be asking for ID unless you are operating a vehicle. Should they not?
What was the purpose of all this conversation? Where did these people come from?
I have no idea where they came from. I was inside the McDonald's. I was drinking water, and suddenly the police officer comes to me and starts asking me questions. I automatically tell her that you are being recorded, and
She was okay with it.
she was okay with it. And but in any case, though, like you should always be recording conversation with the cops. Should you not?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And
But do you do you
why
think?
did they come to you?
I have no idea why they come to me. I have no idea. I was drinking
How many
water.
people were there in the McDonald's?
There were several people.
And they came to you specifically?
They came to me. Like I have no idea who called. I have no idea who called them. I was drinking water. I was writing. I was not even talking to anyone in that McDonald's.
She said you were there for a long time.
Well, I may have been there for a long time, but I was.
How long?
I have like I can't really recall, but
A few hours? Or?
perhaps, but really though, like I was writing quite a bit in the McDonald's, and so like when I'm writing, like time flies for me, and so like I have no idea like where this woman came from.
Were you using a laptop?
Yes, I was using a
So
laptop.
you were writing on your laptop.
I was writing on my laptop, and I believe I was writing on paper too.
Okay. So what happened next? Can we?
Yeah.
Somebody should report ID
No,
missing.
I was just trying to help them out. Yeah, you put some of their documentation.
Well, yeah, the
on it,
documentation
you
is here.
Detained.
Yes, the documentation's
Okay.
are here, yes.
So we're just trying to see why you were detained, by whom.
Well, like this is like the first piece of evidence, really. But there are others, though, somewhere here.
Okay, this is Fulton State Hospital.
Well, yes, that was the first detention, but consequently I was arrested in D.C. as well.
Were you at Fulton State Hospital?
I used to work there, and I have documentation saying so. Funny enough, like, when I was in jail in D.C., like, people could not recognize my social security number, even though my social security number is listed on my previous place of employment. I think that's the real issue, like, no one is dealing with.
Okay. So, have you ever been in the hospital?
Why are you asking me that question?
Because I'm trying to make a determination.
She's asking this question again. That's what I told her I was saying.
I think that the question itself is very offensive, to be asking someone who is quotes like
do you have any medical problem?
well, of course, I told you that I don't drink, and I told you that I am not on any meds. Like, and so, like, further than that, I told you that. I see you're wearing a cross. I think that may be the issue.
I have a question. This says it's from Missouri.
Well, yes.
Are you from Missouri?
Well, no,
Did
not.
you go to school there?
Yes.
What school did you attend?
It's a small school. It's really irrelevant, but I mean, it is relevant. I mean, like, it is practice of racial discrimination they should be involved in, but yet they're not. So, like.
You said you were most recently detained in July in D.C.
Yeah, this is the.
where they hear us?
May I ask why you are behind me?
He's here for our safety, sir.
Yeah, every time we come out just to check on people to see if they need any help, the police always come out as our protection. You're not in any trouble, you're not under arrest, we're just trying to make a determination, you know, if you need any type of assistance, you know, medical, mental health, any of that.
Why are you automatically assuming that I am in need of
I'm not
mental?
assuming.
Well, you are assuming.
Michael, I'm not
I think you are
assuming.
assuming, and I think
That's
that's
why
very
I'm asking
offensive.
you a
I think
question.
I think you are being very offensive in the sense that I
Okay.
previously spoken.
Well, I
like,
apologize
well,
if you think I'm being
I think it's very
offensive,
offensive
okay?
to be saying to someone who has previously worked inside the Department of Mental Health to be basically saying that I
So
need
you
to...
worked in the Department of Mental Health?
Yes, I did work.
Have you ever asked people questions?
What do you mean?
Do you ask people questions?
Well, I'm inquisitive by nature, and so like...
Okay, so I'm inquisitive too, so I'm just asking you some questions.
And
When you ask people questions, were you making assumptions?
You've worked for the
Well,
mental health?
Yes.
When was that?
I worked for the Department of Mental Health 2 years ago, between June and December of
What were you
2013.
doing?
I was a security guard basically, and in that role I supervised, the well-being of patients inside the Department of Mental Health. But these people were asking me questions that, first of all, I don't know where the police came from. I was writing on my laptop, and suddenly the police comes from nowhere. I don't know the police. I mean, really. I mean,
When
like,
was this?
this happened almost 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
2 weeks ago. I believe the exact date was on August 14, I believe.
Can you answer that for me?
Well, I was not being but you asked this question now on 2 separate occasions, and the video recording would show that. And I previously replied to that question, and I told you that I am quite sane of mind, and what needs to happen is that perhaps more people should be saying that I was arbitrarily detained, and that should not have happened. Furthermore, they should say perhaps that my property should not be taken. And so,
according to that, sorry to interrupt you. According to that documentation, it says that you were arrested for unlawful entry.
So that's it.
That's when my battery cut off. But this is not the first time I caught the police.
What do you think? Why do you think they're doing this?
I think I think they are harassing me. I think I am being harassed by the police.
Yeah, but why? Why? Why specifically?
Well, I should ask you that question. Why should they be targeting me? I have committed no crime, and yet they are targeting me.
Anything?
Well, I believe they have targeted minorities before. I believe that some minorities have been the target of police harassment, and I believe there are studies to show for it. And I believe I may be like one of those people who is being harassed by the police.
You think it's just random? They come to you randomly?
Well, I think
Because she was saying like somebody called them.
well, I have no idea who called them, and I have no idea why someone would call them in the first place. First of all, I was not being violent towards anyone, and second of all,
They talk about like you told them you were arrested. How many times were you arrested?
I was arrested, like, this is the 6th time I was arrested now.
So they arrested you on this time too?
They arrested me and they took me to inside the Department of Mental Health and they forced medication upon me.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. And so for the last 5 times when they arrested you?
I was in jail. But this time they took me inside the Department of Mental Health.
Oh, okay. But why do you think they took you to jail? Why like 5, 6 times?
I have the video for the other times as well.
I know, but why do you think you are a target? Because if it was random, then maybe 1 time, but if it's 5, 6 times?
Well, I think people are victims of like police brutality, and I have no idea why they should be targeting me.
So what was the condition when you were released?
The condition? What do you mean?
So they arrested you and they just say we're sorry and they let you go?
They never.
Charge?
Do you not think they should say we're sorry for arresting you?
So was there a charge? Were you charged for something?
I don't even have the proper paperwork. I requested that they show me the reason they arrested me for.
How many days were you arrested?
This time I was arrested for 14 days.
14 days.
I was inside the Department of Mental Health against my will for 14 days.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, and like when you say they gave you medical, what happened? How did they do that?
Well, basically, like I wasn't taking meds. I was on hunger strike during most of my stay inside the Washington Adventist Hospital. But the doctors told me that if I take meds, then I will be sent away. I will be.
Oh, they let you go.
They will let me go.
Okay.
And so like was either staying there forever or take meds.
Okay.
And they had a system in place where if I wasn't going to take meds, they would force medications upon me.
So they forced it on you.
They didn't force it on me. I took the meds before, but they injected me like while I was there. I was saying that people should be allowed to be reading books. People should be allowed to be basically educated inside the Department of Mental Health. I was basically saying that I should be allowed to work. I should be able to pay taxes. And for saying those things, they injected me with shots.
Okay. Okay. And what happened to your car?
My car, there's a video for my car.
Like when they took it?
No, not just showing the keys to my car.
Okay. But you said your car was stolen.
It was taken.
Oh, was taken?
Yes.
But not stolen.
Well,
You
for
know
me,
who took it?
I don't know who took it.
So it was stolen then.
For me, like there's no. It's the same thing. Taken, stolen. Was taken against my will. So like, was stolen from me.
When was that?
That happened a year ago.
Oh, a year ago.
Yes.
Do you have a license?
Yes.
Driving license?
I have a driving license.
So a year ago, did you report it?
I did not report it.
When it was stolen, you didn't report it?
No.
Why not?
Why should I report it? If you lose a job, you're supposed to go to the EEOC, right? If there involves racial discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think the EEOC does?
No, but if you lose a car, you go to the police, right?
But what do you do if you lose a job?
No, we're talking about the car.
Oh, well, it's the same difference. What do you do if you lose a job?
Look for another one.
But what happens if there's a racial discrimination involved?
Yeah, then you can report that.
Exactly. And so I reported that to the appropriate authorities.
Okay.
And they didn't do anything about the issue. So when they stole my car, I'm like, why should I be reporting it? And so like I made other moves instead.
What did you do?
I made efforts to leave this country.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How did you do that?
I was previously in touch with the French. I went to a French high school when I was like in Ethiopia, and I previously visited the French embassy, and I was in touch. I knew the ambassador in Ethiopia, and so like this time when they took my car, I was like, I've had enough. You know, they keep arresting me, and so like this time like I'm gonna make efforts to leave.
So you went to the embassy?
I went to the French embassy,
And
basically like they turned me away.
oh, what did they say?
They said nothing. They didn't say yes. They didn't say no.
Oh,
They just said nothing.
no.
And I really wanted them to like say no to like my constantly being arrested.
Okay. So you haven't seen your car after that?
No, I haven't seen my car after that.
Mm,
I did when they sold my car. I went to the Ethiopian embassy, and I went to the French embassy, and I'm like, they stole my car, and I'm not getting published either.
Okay, what did the Ethiopian embassy say?
The Ethiopian embassy called the Secret Service police upon me.
Okay. And
There's a video for that. They called the Secret Service police.
and they arrested you, or
They were about to arrest me, but they let me go.
oh, they let you go?
I was about to be arrested in California too.
Oh, in California?
Yes.
You went to California?
Yes.
Do you know someone there?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
My like
a
uncle.
friend. Oh, your uncle.
He's like a cousin, a distant cousin,
Okay.
but I consider him more like an uncle though.
Okay. So you went to her.
Him.
Oh, it's a him. You went to him.
Yes.
Did you flew there, right?
No, I took the bus.
All the way to California?
Yes. I was in Washington D.C. first, and then I went to New York. I went to the New York Times.
Did you did your mom know about it? That you went
Yes.
to California?
Yes.
And she let you go. She said it was okay.
Well, I just went there because I had some money,
Okay. Okay.
and I went there.
Okay.
And I was about to be arrested in California,
Where in California?
Los Angeles.
Oh, you went to Los Angeles?
Yes.
So what happened? Why were you going to be arrested there?
I went to a Black Lives Matter protest.
Oh, when was this?
This happened like about a year ago, in like December. when there was massive protest following the shooting of, like the people in Missouri. And so, like, I went to Black Lives Matter, and I saw the police snatching up the camera of like someone, and I said that should not happen.
Okay.
And so, like, they almost arrested me for that.
Okay. So now Dumbaru said he's going to help you with finding your car.
Yes.
Does he know it was lost a year ago?
I told him. I believe I told him that.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think you guys should do to get the car back?
Well, I hope that he can issue a statement saying that I should not be arrested and that my property should be returned back to me.
Okay. Okay. So you're claiming it's the police or some kind of authority who took the car?
Well, I don't know who took the car. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying
So
is
who
that
are you going to write the letter to?
no, it's a statement. Basically, I want him to issue on Facebook, basically saying that I should not have been arrested. And
Oh, so just post it on Facebook?
yes, saying that I should not have been arrested,
Okay.
and that my property should be returned back to me.
Okay. Did you have lunch today?
No,
You want to go somewhere and grab something to eat?
I'm not really hungry. Like I'm really. They also bugged phones. I also managed to
Oh.
prove my phone was bugged.
Okay. Yeah, because Timbaru says after watching the video, you should go to him after, like, because he's a little bit busy right now, but maybe after lunch or something, he'll help you with all these things.
But what do you think, though? Do you think I should have been arrested?
No, I think you're right. Whatever you're saying is right. You shouldn't have been arrested. What's your mom's opinion on this?
She has no opinion.
How come?
I asked her to sign a letter, basically saying that I should not have been arrested,
Okay.
but she didn't do it.
Okay. Okay.
She previously was saying that I should not have been arrested, but she's but she didn't sign the letter saying I should not have been arrested.
And like, let's say she signed it, then what? What are you gonna do about the letter? Just post it?
About the petition? Well, I'm hoping more people will come